Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Olympia's Soiree. Just continuing Yosuga's route where we left off. So, it's been a couple of days since I played, so I don't really remember exactly what just happened. So anyway, what should I do now? As I gazed blankly at the sundial tower, I asked myself that same question over and over again. I'm sure Elder Sister was speaking from the heart when she revealed those thoughts. I didn't want to doubt Yosuga's suspicions, but something inside me had been shaken. Unless Elder Sister only said that to deceive me. Oh yeah, okay, so we're still dealing with the is she evil? Is she not? And then it's like, maybe she killed her husband, or you know what I mean? Maybe he's the one who did it. You know what I mean? Maybe she had nothing to do with it. So, Yosuga being mad at Sakio, probably legit, because the man's shady as fuck. But maybe Shurta had nothing to do with his sister's death and everything. I'm wondering if it was her husband. And because he was the one... Who was it? Was it Jigen who said? When he showed up at the Purple District, Akon was already, burning the shit to the ground. So it would sound legit that he was involved. You know, I mean, it looks very sus, so... I mean, it could go either way, but... I don't know. Oh. Good day, Olympia. What an honor it is to see you again. This bitch. And that bitch. That bitch is pretty, though. We like him. This bitch and that bitch. You know what the funniest thing is? Okay. Kanon's hands are, the tiniest fucking thing. Why? I get, perspective-wise, his hand, but it's not that far away to where it should be half the size of, everybody else's hands in the game. It's always tweaking me out every time he shows up on screen. It's like, Kanan, I can't with your, toddler hands. It's freaking me out. My body went tense as I saw the two figures approach me. It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Nagusa of the Jade. I forget the voice we gave him, but, whatever. This is him, right? But why now? But pleased to meet you. Olympia, Nagusa here is actually a close friend of mine, and that's why we shouldn't trust him, even if he's beautiful. He asked that I introduce him to you. Could it be sheer coincidence? Or is the man behind all this... Please forgive me. I did not mean to alarm you. It's not like you to be so scared of people, Olympia. I need to stay calm and act normally. I'm sorry, I was just surprised to hear someone call out to me so suddenly. Please rest assured, Olympia. My only wish was to introduce myself to you. I gave a small smile in response. Of course, you must know already why I wanted to introduce him to you. 'Cause you want to marry him? I think that's cute. You guys go right ahead. Is this regarding my search for a husband? Oh, wait, we said that out loud. Indeed. He stepped forward with a gentle smile. I mean, he's so beautiful, but you're friends with Kanon, so I can't trust you. But, I have heard rumors that Akaza is to be your husband, but I do not believe you have confirmed such an announcement yourself. Unfortunately, I've not had the good fortune of meeting you sooner. With your stay at Lord Doma's being a rather secluded one, I understand your tendency to withdraw from your admiring audience. I imagine you have not had many opportunities to meet and befriend the men of this island. Akaza of the Red is indeed a wonderful man. He would be well suited to be your husband. But I hope it's not too untoward to offer myself as another such acquaintance. I see. So I guess everyone thinks I'm going to choose Akaza as my husband. I mean, we just throw him curveballs when we don't, until when we do. Look. I have no intention of marrying him. What? I'm certainly indebted to him in a lot of ways, and I trust him as a person, but I have someone else in mind. Olympia, you're not about to reveal that it's the man from Yomi, are you? I'm not revealing anything. I couldn't hide it. My face turned red the moment Yosuga's face came to mind. I had truly hoped Kanon was mistaken. Nagusa let out a heavy, melancholic sigh. It seems rather dramatic. It's I had hoped he was mistaken. His reaction irked me somewhat. Olympia, I would have offered my hearty congratulations if you'd already found a husband, but it absolutely cannot be him. Absolutely cannot? I'd only just met him, and his willingness to say something so blunt was irritating. He is prohibited from mating due to the sins committed by his people of the purple. He'll not be able to bring you happiness. That's what you think. It would be best that you give up on him. This is probably the way most of the residents of the island think. I know that, but I'm told I can choose my husband from any color class. Olympia. At this time, I'm considering Yosuga of the Purple to be my husband. So I ask that you refrain from speaking ill of him. What's this? Could it be? I'm surprised that I would be given your official statement so easily. I'm certain with this news my papers will be flying off the shelves. It'll be a bestseller. Dear Olympia of the White has fallen to the depths of Yomi, all for Yosuga of the Purple. Kanan really knows how to rile me up. This is where you punch him in the face. I gotta sneeze. Really should know better than to say shit in front of Kanan. And like, instead of saying that, she should be like, you know what, Yosuga is a kind person and he's a friend of mine, so don't talk shit about him, and it's none of your fucking business who I'm considering. She shouldn't have said, like, I would never marry Akaza. She should just be like, yeah, I mean, he's a contender. Sure. You know, keep it close to the, play close, girl. Keep that shit tucked in your pockets. Don't, especially with Kanan. Jesus. Again, you'd think she'd have known. Like this, okay, this is the dumbest shit she does in any route in this whole game, is like, saying shit to Kanan. You know that he is going to use it. Girl. He comes by, you're like, no comment. He's like, how are you today? No comment. And then just walk away. But she's just like chatting, and then she's like, oh shit, he got me. No, he didn't. You're being dumb. Like, stop. Like, you're just, like the first time I get it, but like by now it's like, you should know he's not trustworthy. Like, because he already published that story, you know what I mean? In the common route, I think, and it was like, how dare you? And it's like, and she's like, I don't trust him. Then why do you keep talking to him? Walk away. I need to leave. Run. Anger was bubbling inside me, but then I had a thought. If I let him write an article about this, maybe it'll convince Sakio that I did choose Yosuga. Kanan was probably going to have Nagusa propose to me so he could write an article about it anyway. I didn't want to give the cold shoulder to someone I just met. But he wasn't who I wanted to be with. I wanted the man who wound springs, who left a surprise gift of Competo inside the letterbox he built for me in secret. I wanted the man who was willing to dirty his own hands. Go ahead, you can write whatever you like. Yes, finally more news. This'll certainly be an interesting read. Kanan was as happy as a clam, but beside him was a despondent Nagusa who appeared heartbroken. Which is kind of funny because you don't know me. I mean, I can understand you being bummed out, like, oh man, I was put, oh, okay, whatever. But like, heartbroken? We just met you. As happy as a clam, an expression used to convey that someone is delighted. Clams can be found burrowed in the mud on the shore and are typically very guarded and difficult to pry open. Prise open? Maybe just be pry open? I don't know. Did I make the right choice? I don't know. I didn't have an option, so you're going to have to go with it. Well, I must head back to write my article. You should see the paper on sale by this evening. Huh? I quickly grabbed his sleeve as he was about to leave. Wait! Hey now, that's dangerous. What is it? If you're going to write an article, make it good. And that's a given. If you write anything to disparage Yosuga, I'm going to sue you for libel against my future husband. You learned that from America, didn't you? I'm going to sue you! Where's your manager? I want you to write an article that allows everyone here to give us their blessing. Sorry. Write that Yosuga is this island's best, kindest, and most beautiful man. You have got to be kidding. I'm only asking that you write the truth. The truth, eh? Understood. On my honor, I shall write an article that will bring everyone to tears. Oh, this is not going to be good. Yeah, nope. He walked away triumphantly, leaving behind Nagusa, who gave another heavy sigh. Like, girl, you should not be sighing this much. Girl being Nagusa over here. He looked so dispirited that it couldn't be real. Shouldn't you go after him? I can accompany you if you wish. Go after him? You mean to stop him from writing the article? Why, of course. He'll listen if you tell him it was all a misunderstanding. There have been no misunderstandings. I have something important to do, so please excuse me. I need to go tell Yosuga that this shit's happening, so... poor Olympia. I see that filthy man of Yomi has her well deceived. I trust him more than I trust you, even though you're beautiful. Welcome back. You look rather... Yosuga, I need to talk to you now. Can we speak in your room? You look rather grabs him. We need to talk! Okay. I see. So in your exchange with them, you share that you chose me as your husband. That's not exactly what I said, but I guess I should have talked to you first before saying it. If you had spoken to me, I would have told you to confirm it by all means. That should satisfy Sakio for now. You seem happy. I cannot wait for this evening. I must buy a copy for myself to keep as a memento. Are you sure you're not angry? I am not angry. In fact, I'm grateful. Should Sakio be compelled to act in response to this news, we'll have enough reason to pursue him. I felt relieved with a touch of disappointment. I wonder if having his revenge is the most important part of this to him. Oh, even if the newspaper does announce that you're going to be my husband, you can't go out attacking those two. I can't. What a shame. Ugh, I really am selfish. Well, this all means that I can do anything I want to you. Anything? For a betrothed couple in passionate love, kissing would only be the start. How would you like to spend the rest of your days in my bed? Do I have to sign anywhere? Is there a list that I have to sign up? Okay. Shall we get started now, my dear, dear bride? He ran his fingers gently through my hair. That alone sent a sweet tingle across my skin. I mean, Jesus, you could actually be the least suave person on this island, and I'd still be like, suave as fuck, because he's gorgeous, so like, whatever you said, I'd fall for it. I need to go and see if the paper's out already. Huh. Not yet, I see. I cannot blame you for forgetting. The Red Calamity struck soon after and forced you away from your home. But I still have it with me. It is my greatest treasure. I suppose this is a love after all. We forgot and the calamity struck soon after. What did we forget? Was that? Mysterious. Evening had arrived. Everyone took notice of me as soon as I stepped into the plaza. In the sea of murmurs was a familiar blue flag fluttering over the crowd. Good evening, Lady Olympia. A paper for you. Consider it a special gift for the star of our story. Oh god, I can't even. Olympia's proclamation. Yosuga of Yomi is the best, kindest, most beautiful man. Hey, he actually wrote what we told him. Kanon, I can't believe he actually used the words I said to him. I mean, I can't either. Reading just a few lines was making me blush. To my surprise, it was overly complimentary, and there was nothing bad written about me or Yosuga at all. He just wants to sell papers, so... Lady Olympia, are you really going to marry that man from Yomi? If you associate with the purple, you may end up contracting Haku. A crowd gathered around me as I finished reading the paper. You may wish to reconsider. Men of Yomi will only bring you misfortune. Will not believe in such nonsense. It'd be best for you to marry Lord Akaza. I knew this was going to happen, but most of the people here had likely never even been through Kanado before. So trying to convince them that Yosuga was a good man would be of no use. No matter how much praise was written about us, the people on the surface shunned those in Yomi. At least for now. I've read the newspaper, Lady Olympia. Was this perfect timing, or did it mean trouble? Perfect timing for trouble? The crowd parted, hearing his voice.
I'm surprised you've chosen Yosuga to be your husband.
I need to stay calm. I didn't hear what he said that day. I don't know anything about this person. Nothing at all. Oh, you know Yosuga?
We of the Violet are currently managing the former Purple District. The plague that struck the Purple was rather gruesome.
Didn't we meet him before, though? Oh, okay, yeah, but we don't know that he knows Yosuga. Right, okay. I'm like, we met him in this route. We were talking to him, like... Because she just said, like, I don't know this person, right? Like, I know nothing about this person. Nothing at all. But she gave blood to him and to Kuroba. So that's why I was like, we've met him before, though. It's just, okay. She doesn't know that... She's not supposed to know that he knows Yosuga. Instead of being like, oh, right, you're the doctor guy. But I think it's just the phrasing of, I don't know this person. Yes, you do. You met him before. Like, aside from that, anyway.
We are of the same color tier, so they are our comrades. When I learned he was to be exiled to Yomi, I thought it a harsh punishment indeed.
Sakyo's expression and voice were filled with pity for Yosuga. To think that this was the same man who said such horrible things back at the bathhouse.
But fate has brought you together.
And this is the same man that What's-Her-Face loves for some reason. Kind of funny when Snape Daddy is the good guy and fucking Mad Eye over here is the bad guy, because I was like, you know. I mean, Snape was actually a good guy, but you know what I mean. And actually, Moody did turn out to be a bad guy, but that was just because Polyjuice Potion. Not the real Mad Eye, but the one we knew in that whole movie and book was actually not the real one, so I mean, technically, it was kind of bad.
I extend my heartfelt congratulations to you both. Pay no mind to these naysayers. I hope you two find happiness together.
I plan on doing just that. I'll be sure to tell you. I think I would choose that one, but... Oh, no, but I'll be sure to tell Yosuga. I'll be sure to share your message with Yosuga.
Yes, please do so.
Shut up, Adobe! Ah, you're annoying. I don't care. Always pops up. Update, update, update! Go away! Shh! It just binged really loud in my ear. You probably can't hear it, but it was annoying to me. Anyway.
Yes, please do so.
I wanted to see how he'd react, but it doesn't seem like it bothers him at all.
Before I forget, thank you very much for assisting me in my endeavor.
Not at all. I was happy to help. And what were the results of my blood sample?
Research is still ongoing.
I see. I suppose these things take time.
Your white blood is extremely scarce. It must be handled with care.
His expression and voice didn't change a bit. It was frustrating to see. It seemed I was of no concern to him at all. I want to find something, anything that we can use against him. I heard from Kuroba that your eye was lost to Haku.
Yes, that is correct.
It's such a shame that he's evil, because he's kind of a handsome man, you know, handsome robot man, you know? Is this why you're so committed to your research?
To be honest, the matter of my lost eye is the least of my concerns.
Huh? I held my breath. I never expected him to say that.
This device can be used as a magnifying glass, which is quite useful.
He traced the plate over his eye with a finger.
Initially, the focus of my research was to halt the progression of Haku. But I've handed the torch over to Kuroba. With his talent, I'm certain he'll find a cure eventually.
Is that so?
I do not know how much Kuroba's told you, but I'm currently conducting research on regenerating flesh that was lost to Haku. Would it not be wonderful to recover what was once lost, thought never to return?
I mean, interesting, but again, are we starfish? Are we like lizards? Like, what is happening? Suddenly, I remembered the hideous portrait that Tsukuyomi was working on. You're right, it would be wonderful if that could really happen. But is it actually possible?
The doctors on this island have been fighting this disease for years, which is why I must fulfill my role as well. I was very lucky to have only lost my eye. It does not make life any more difficult to live. On the contrary, I'm grateful for the experience of having contracted it.
I'm not sure if you're crazy or this is like looking on the bright side. I don't. He said this with a smile, and I took a small step back.
Because of this, I was saved from an undesirable marriage. I'm sure this is Lord Hiriko's divine intervention, all in the name of pursuing my research. You see, even if one responds well to the current treatments, any damage caused to the body cannot be reversed.
So I've heard.
But you can only imagine what it's like, yes? You've never felt the pain of losing your body to Haku.
I took another step back. A lot of people haven't. Right? This is like, you didn't get COVID. Okay, back off. Like, a lot of people didn't. Stop.
You didn't get the Black Plague.
Again. The fuck? You're getting a little creepy, buddy. This time my legs were weak and shaky.
For the sake of those who have suffered, I must continue to research until I have results. I am sure such endeavors will inconvenience you, but I hope you'll understand.
It was as if he saw through me, as though he knew what was going on. There you are, Lady Olympia. The heavy atmosphere lifted at the sound of his voice. Oh, thank God! I knew for a fact that he was a godsend.
Please accompany me to see Lord Akaza.
Akaza's like, what the fuck is this? Her face! And then she's like, so you saw the paper. They're like, how the hell could Kanon print this? I mean... When I entered the room, Akaza and Kurobo were waiting for me. You feel like you're the principal's office? You're like, listen, dads. Tatsuki quickly made his way to the office, leaving me all alone with them. I feel very ganged up on.
I did tell you that you could choose a man from any color class, but it would have been helpful if you had informed us first.
I can't choose him?
Oh, we think it's fine.
Really?
Of course, we, as in Kuroba and myself.
My shoulders dropped in disappointment.
We trust Yosuga and want him to be happy, especially given the burden he's had to bear alone for years.
Akaza really is... Look, I know this is Yosuga's route, and I love Yosuga to death, and I love Riku to death. They're, like, number 2. They're tied up there. But, like, Akaza really is best boy. You're like, I can't marry him. He's like, no, that's awesome. I love you. Why are you so good to us? I love him so much. He really is my favorite.
But it all boils down to what happens at Ishana-ten.
I figured as much.
I doubt Lord Jigen will object at all, but the real issues with Lord Doma and Elder Sister Shura...
Oh, Doma actually won't, though, because Doma's on our side, and he also doesn't give a shit. I mean, he said that before. Whether he does or not, but he was like, I don't really give a crap, just get married and get the fuck out of here. Like, so, I mean... I'll just remind him of that.
You're the last of the White bloodline, so you'll be safe, but I can't say the same for Yosuga. So you'll need to protect him with all you got. I want the guy to be happy, too.
I love the bromance and the wingmanning in this. I just love it so much. Just like, we need to just leave and just let them all hug it out. Because they're all like, no, we need to help each other. They're just so good. They don't fight. You choose, like, one boy toy, and they're like, that's awesome, so happy. And, like, or they're trying to help you land it. Like, it's just... These are just the best boys ever. They're so good. I mean, I'm sure we've had, like, bromances in the other ones, but there was always, like, the characters kind of like Kuroba, you expect to be, like, the flirty, like, ha ha ha, like, oh no, but I'm just, like, in Code Realize, Impy was just in love with you constantly, and, like, even though you chose someone else, he was, like, devastated, and it was funny, and it was comedic, but at the same time, you're like, okay, sweetie, simmer down. Like, and in this one, everyone's just like, good for him and you, that's awesome, and nobody's jealous. Nobody's jealous. We don't feel like we broke anyone's heart. It breaks my heart, but like in a good way. It's like, oh, my heart hurts. They're all so cute. Anyway. I was gonna say something else, except for what's his face, because he's the lolly boy, and no. Himiko's never here, but what's his face? Why can't I never remember? Anyway, you know what? That's why I was like, I really cannot remember his name. I just block it out. Wow, that's bad. But, you know, he looks 12, so it's like, you do whatever you want. You're just like my little brother over there. You can count on me. It seems you're prepared now, right? Please report to Ishana-ten by 10:30 tomorrow morning. He's like, you're ready, right? Well, okay. It's done. You gotta show up tomorrow. Huh? So, I'll be going to Ishana-ten tomorrow.
I'll go as well.
Huh?
I have a permit, and I can't let you go alone.
This was embarrassing, but I was really happy. I never expected him to say that. But I doubt they'll even let you into the building. There are so many guards and soldiers stationed around there. It's my least favorite place on the island.
I remember. It was where I stood trial 15 years ago.
As a 5-year-old, by the way. I couldn't help but remember it, too. When I stood in that cold hall alone as a child.
Which is why I don't wish that you be interrogated alone. In any case, they should have summoned me as well. Of course, I presume their plan is to summon me separately.
You don't have to worry about me. It's not like they're gonna execute me on the spot. You, though. Yosuga frowned sternly. Doma wouldn't allow it. I'm still a precious tool to propagate the white bloodline. While I'm there, I can formally request that they make your status as my husband official. Huh? Huh? What did I just say?
Official? Me?
I'm so sorry. It was nothing. I have to get going. I'll be fine. Really. See you later.
No, wait.
What did I just... I want Yosuga to be my... I carefully looked around the corner. I didn't hear footsteps, meaning he wasn't coming after me. I told him I was going to make it official. But this whole thing was only supposed to be a plan to catch them off guard. I was so mortified that I could hardly breathe. In any case, I'd better prepare for tomorrow. I looked back around the corner to his room again before heading back to the entrance.
What am I supposed to do? With everything else going on, I need to keep my distance from her too. Lady Amaterasu, you really do hate me, don't you?
Next chapter? Yeah, next chapter. Bathed in lavender. The guide says lavender. Spelled lavender wrong. That's funny. Doma! He just draws your eye. You should be like looking in the middle and you're just like, BAM! I got like whiplash. Like, oh, my neck hurts from flipping over there so fast, you sexy bastard. Probably her dad. Daughter of the White, you must know already why you were summoned. Is this about Yosuga? You're like, she should have said something else. Is this because it's Tuesday? Indeed. Lord Jigen was, Lord Jigen was, as usual, kind and gentle. Doma and elder sister Shuro were also as usual. I couldn't tell what was going on in their minds. Doma's like probably doing a happy dance, like, this is so cute, I'm so happy. Like, in his brain. I just imagine that his brain, like, inside, he seems so cold, inside his brain, he's like, no, I actually like cotton candy and kittens. Like, I like fluffy, soft things. And if I could decorate everything in, like, super cute kawaii shit, I would totally do it. But, like, it doesn't work with my image, so I just have to pretend to be this asshole and just ruins it. She's never been in his bedroom. You don't know how, like, I would say pink and fluffy, but everything's, like pastel yellow and fluffy and shit. Tons of, like, teddy bears and stuffies and crap all over the place. And, like, he's like, I like candy. And sweets. Candy and sweets are just like, everybody should like them. I mean, as you know, Yosuga of the Purple is prohibited from mating as punishment for the sins of his people. But you have the right to choose anyone from any color class to be your husband. Which is why we wanted to ask you this. Daughter of the White, do you sincerely love Yosuga of the Purple? Well, I mean, at least we can be honest. It was at this moment that I felt immensely relieved that Yosuga hadn't accompanied me. There was no way I could answer otherwise. Yes, I believe I do love him. Do you wish to take Yosuga as your husband? Well, I wanted to just say yes, but this was my chance. My chance to gather information. As far as marriage is concerned, I haven't come to a decision yet. Oh? Only 2 weeks have passed since my birthday. Only 2 weeks. I can't say that I know him completely. I'd like to give careful consideration in choosing my husband. But perhaps I feel this way because I don't have many people I can rely on for guidance. As everyone here knows, I lost my mother. Lord Doma is a man, and I suspect discussing this matter with him would not be ideal. And he's like, "Dear God, no!" Indeed. And was like, thank God she said that. He looks so angry about it, though. He's like, would absolutely be good at the heartfelt shit. Why does no one trust me? He's gonna go home and throw a hissy fit. He's gonna go home and cry. We hurt his feelings. Just want to imagine he's like super squishy inside because he is so angry on the outside. I love it. Which is why, if I may, I'd like to hear what elder sister Shura has to say as a woman. I did my best to smile gently. I support you. My, look on your face. And did you think I was a heartless woman opposed to your marriage? Not at all. It was completely unexpected. I assumed she was going to be against me. I've never seen you that way, but Yosuga's prohibited from mating. I assume there might be some type of condition to fulfill before a marriage could be approved. I see. It is true that the purple were responsible for that horrible plague. But it's been 15 years since then, and his time in Yomi should suffice as punishment. So I have no intention of requiring any additional conditions to be fulfilled. Are you sure? She's like, do you want me to, impose? No, but I'm just... It's like when Tokasada was like, no, I need to be punished. No, it's okay. It's cool. You've been through enough. No, but, you really should punish. Or over there, are you sure you don't want, I thought maybe there'd be other conditions. No, there's none. Are you sure? Yeah. Really sure? Why do we keep doing... Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, girl. Yes. Elder sister stared at me while waving her fan. And the purple class was born from the blue. For that matter, I do wish that he finds happiness. Anything to add, Jigen? Doma? The law states that the women of Tenyo Island can choose any man from any color class on Tengu Island. As such, I have nothing to add. You were like, I thought you'd... Again, she's like, he hates me! He clearly doesn't want this to happen! He's over there like, thank God she found someone. I just want her to be happy. I'm sorry. I will never stop loving Doma, and I will never stop believing that he is just the squishiest fucking marshmallow on the inside. He is the most marshmallow we've ever seen. Because, every other marshmallow character that we've had, the Hijikatas, the marshmallow character, you're like, they seem so mean on the outside, and they're so soft on the inside, and they just, freaking just melt into goo, And, but those, you knew with those, oh, they're gonna have a softer side, because, they're a love interest. Doma's not a love interest, so you're like, no, he's gonna be the, no. He is so, burnt on the outside, the blackest marshmallow that you had in the fire too long, but inside he's gooey lava. He might burn a little, but it's gonna taste so good. I don't even like marshmallows. In a s'more, sure, but he's gonna melt the chocolate in those graham crackers, and it's gonna be just molten lava in your mouth, and it's gonna burn, and it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be so fucking delicious. I can't help it, I love him. Get out of here. He's too cute. Oh, he's too precious. A daughter of the light, you made mention of your careful consideration. Shura has expressed her thoughts. If you wish, you may formally declare him to be your husband here. Huh? I quickly looked at elder sister. What's the matter, Olympia? Are you not happy to be able to be with the one you love? Well, I was completely out of options. I knew I should be happy, but I was scared that things were going too well. I thank you all very much for your kindness. I love Yosuga, and I also trust him. But marriage is a very important matter. I'd like to discuss this with Yosuga again before making a final decision. I see. As you wish. So they're like, we're just like, he's my husband. Okay, and then we do a ceremony after. I never expected them to be so quick to approve. Unless this is all some kind of plot. This line is so relatable. This is me in life all the time. Like, today's been a good day. Is this some kind of plot? Universe? Because I'm just so used to shit going wrong all the time that when it goes right and you're like, feel happy. Things are good. Nothing has gone wrong in like 2 days. Oh, fuck. Oh, son of a bitch. What now? Oh, this is a plot. This is all some kind of plot. Like, you just can't trust good things. Because life is, like, just so used to bitch slapping you in the face. God, I feel this so hard. Ugh, every moment of my life. Is this a plot? Is this some kind of a plot? What's next? What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Anyway. I am so hungry right now. It's not even funny.
I need to somehow corner him. No, corner the both of them.
If elder sister was working with Sakyo, then she could have been manipulating me back there. Yosuga hates elder sister and Sakyo. I can't marry him without considering his feelings. I guess I'll need to figure out the mystery behind the handkerchief and the message first. Looking out at Tenyo Island again, I gave a sigh. Ugh, I never expected trying to find a husband would lead me into all this. The sound of waves made me look down at the sand. Oh, gift from the waves. Oh, a seashell. At my feet was a small white conch that had just washed ashore. Hi! I've never seen this kind here before. I think I'll add it to my collection in my hideout. Why, I was trying to give you a snack? Okay, bye. Just when I was about to pick up the shell. Ooh, rain. It's raining? She looks like she's so freaking, like she's, like, I can't explain her face. It's like, I'm angry, but also concerned. It's like an angry, concerned grimace. Like, are you trying to poop, girl? Like, what is going on with that face? I felt large drops of water fall on my cheeks, and eventually it started pouring. Unbelievable. Of all times, why would it rain now all of a sudden? What you doing? Weirdo. It's no use. I'm completely drenched. It'll take an hour to dry my clothes. I guess I'd better stay inside until they dry. I lay down on the bed near the window. I took the seashell I found out from my bag. This sure brings back memories. This was my very favorite shell to look for on Tenyo Island. I cannot speak today. I gazed down at the small conch, and my days on the island came back to mind. I've been trying to avoid these kinds of memories since after the Red Calamity, but maybe it was because I had actually been able to return there that night. My memories were much more vivid than before. The soft pitter-patter of the rain was like a lullaby. I drifted off into a deep slumber with the seashell still in hand. Because, like, Yosuga made a comment about, like, after the Red Calamity, and then she said something about, and I'm, like, wondering if, like, she's gonna, like, hit that. You know what I mean?
A boy? Indeed. It is as I told you before. There are both boys and girls in this world. Yep, I remember. He is not much older than you. I have taken him in for certain reasons.
Okay, because I was like, Yosuga obviously, like, met him, or something happened, and, like, this is it. Okay.
Why? He lost his parents and his older sister all at once. Huh? He is all alone now. Oh no, how sad. Tsukiyomi, can you give him the seashell?
Aww.
Can you tell him to feel better? Understood. I shall. Tsukiyomi, I think he might be lonely. Can he come here and play with me? Boys are not allowed. I see. So we can't come here.
And they're like, then what the fuck is your... How do you... It's the only one. He's magical. Tsukiyomi, are you secretly a woman in disguise? Are you hiding some shit? What are you hiding from me? Like,
I wish we could play together. Tsukiyomi, how about me?
Can I go to that island? Only time will tell. It bolted upright so quickly that I almost fell off my bed. I remember now. I gave this kind of shell to a boy on Tengu Island a long time ago. Completely forgot about that. I wonder why I haven't remembered it since. That's right. I came to this island immediately after that. You did this! You were like, can I go to that island and play with him? No. Can he come here? No. Damn it! And then the red calamity happened, so you got what you wanted. I stared at the small conch lying next to my pillow. The boy on Tengu Island. It has to be Yosuga. But he never mentioned it. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. It was so long ago. I bet he doesn't remember anything about it. He does. I put the shell in my bag again and looked out the window.
What you doing? Foraging for all the snacks you drop on the ground? I just hear you making cluckety noises.
You're down there and little birds on the top of your cage foraging around for all the snacks you guys throw everywhere? Anyway. The rain had disappeared completely. Let's go see Yosuga. My blouse had managed to dry enough while I was napping. I returned to Yomi to check on the letterbox when... Hi, Riku!
I miss you, sweetie little sweetie muffin.
I read the newspaper article. Allow me to congratulate you on successfully finding your husband. I didn't know you read that newspaper. My colleagues informed me about it. I figured as much. But I must admit, I am unsatisfied with your decision. Unsatisfied? Why would you feel that way? I considered Akaza to be the most suitable choice. I do trust him, really. But what I feel for him isn't love, yet. Akaza's color class is higher as well. He said it so seriously that I was tempted to play with him a bit. Please do! Did you know that the women of Tenyo Island can only bear children with white traits, no matter who we mate with? Oh, we made Riku blush. Which is why the color of the man I marry doesn't make any difference. But you didn't need to choose someone from Yomi. It's none of your business. You don't like those in Yomi? I feel like it's none of your business, but that's the nasty answer. You don't like the people living in Yomi? It's not a matter of personal taste. First of all, that man bears the sins of the purple. Why would you trouble yourself by choosing such a man? I mean, we chose you, and you're kind of a pain in the ass. But I love you. You're a beautiful pain in the ass, but a little bit of a pain in the ass. You're like a crotchety old lady in that body, which I identify with, so it's probably why I love you a little bit. A little bit. That's a little bit of why I love you so much, but... Because I've fallen in love with him. What? Of all the things to say. Really, we were talking about mating and having babies before. I'm gonna go into more detail. Was there something strange about what I said? You simply do not understand. It's fine. I like the people who live down there. You're so stubborn. So are you. You should talk to the people there sometime. Now, I'll be on my way. Takes one to know one. Peace. Walk through the gate. Yeah, I love him. Ugh. After what I said yesterday, I'm not sure I can even look at him with a straight face. And again, he'd only be worried if I don't share with him what happened at the trial. As I walked along with those thoughts in mind, I saw Masuhana coming toward me. Masuhana! Lady Olympia, how very nice to see you again. How have things been? That man isn't still causing you problems, is he? No, it seems as though he's given up. That's good to hear. I feel that I've only been a bother to you lately. Not at all. Please don't worry. Masuhana chuckled. My situation and Masuhana's seems similar in a way. She was under pressure to bear children for the men on the surface because she was healthy. I was under pressure to bear children of the white because I was the last one remaining. I have a uterus and I'm a woman, so I have a pressure to bear children. There you go. Fix that for you. And it isn't just us. I'm sure others are going through the same thing. Exactly. Oh my god, when are you having children? I hate children. My womb is none of your business. Get out of it. Hearing her talk of it in such a way makes me want to go up to the surface, too. I suddenly remembered her words from the other day. Masuhana tried to sound like she didn't care, but I'm sure she wants to go to the surface. The people in Yomi are no different from any other. Yet some are being forced to bear children. It's such a selfish demand and so unfair. I was getting angry just thinking about it.
You there! Have you seen a woman by the name of Masuhana?
A uniformed man in military attire was talking to some people nearby. Follow me. Throw her under our cape. Nope, it's just me! It's a goiter! Leave me alone. I instinctively pulled Masuhana into an alley with me to hide in the shadows. Masuhana, you don't know anyone in the military, do you? Not at all. Could it be that guy, Kiura? Does he have the power to move the military?
She's not in the dormitory. Looks like she's out. She must be somewhere in Yomi. What a pain. Since it's a request from the hospital, we need to bring her there at once. Spread out.
The hospital? So Sakio is behind this? Lady Olympia, I didn't do anything. Masuhana was petrified beyond belief. Her voice and body shook beside me. Is it because of us? Masuhana, let's head to the bathhouse. There are lots of rooms there, so I'm sure you can hide in one of them. Yes. We carefully slipped through the alleys and made our way to the bathhouse. What would the military want with me? I'm sorry, but it's probably because of me and Yosuga. Huh? I can't be sure, but it's possible. Actually, I really wonder, because it's Sakio, right? Why would he take Masuhana because of us? But, if it's Sakio, I could see him being like, we need her to breed with this person, so I'm gonna take her to the hospital and, like, just, what, strap her down? What the fuck, Sakio? Jesus Christ, I can't imagine this going anywhere that's pleasant. Don't worry, I won't let them take you. Lady Olympia, I mean, I'll punch them in the face. What's the worst they're gonna do? I'm of the precious white. They're just gonna deny me who I want to marry and then just force me to breed with Nagusa. You know what? Never mind. Don't punch him in the face, girl. We were almost at the bathhouse when...
Hey, you there! Do you know a woman named Masuhana?
We cowered in the shadows, hearing an irritated voice near us. Nope, this is Susan.
I know who that is.
Sure enough, her razor-sharp eyes fell precisely on us. It was only for a fraction of a second, but I was certain of it. She found us. I need to at least get Masuhana out of here.
Where is she?
That silly girl was just running off to Yomotsu Hirasaka.
I'm like, wait, Granny's helping us?
She must have made a run for it. Let's go!
Masuhana, now's our chance. I pulled at her limp hand. We need to run now. We can talk later. Thanks, Granny Sticks! As we run down the hall.
I and Masuhana hide in our storeroom, and they won't find her there so easily. If they do try to barge in, there's a hidden path under the floorboards leading to a secret room.
You've really thought of everything, haven't you?
It is prudent to secure such escape routes with so many ne'er-do-wells about.
I was finally able to breathe a sigh of relief. His voice and smile were able to restore my strength. Thank you very much. We somehow made it to safety.
A request by the hospital. Have they made any contact with you? Or is it because of Ishana-ten?
I only talked to Sakio yesterday about the article in the newspaper. As for elder sister, she approved our marriage. She said that she wants you to find happiness.
Did she say anything else?
Nothing that struck me as strange. That's why I was so worried. I thought for sure she would oppose it during the hearing.
With Masuhana, things have become rather complicated. I've never heard of the hospital summoning someone from Yomi before, and there's no doubt that their true target is us.
But, like, why?
They couldn't risk pursuing you directly, so they've aimed as close to you as possible.
So, like, Sakio knows that we know... You know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, word gets around, so... We did jump in and try to, like... Well, no. We didn't even jump in when that guy was, like... We were watching, and then Yosuga was like, I'll handle it. told that guy off. That guy doesn't know anything. So, like, but I guess people, Kanan has his spies. Everybody has their spies. Sakio probably has spies that see us talking to her, so.
Asuwa may be in danger, too. I'll send my staff to the orphanage and keep him here for a while.
If you could, please.
And what about you? I'd rather you stay here for the time being and keep Asuwa company.
We'll send a letter to Doma that Sakio's trying to kidnap me and the people I'm close to. And I swear to God, girl, we're going to try to resolve this on our own. But all you have to do is, Dear Snape Daddy, stuck in Yomi because Sakio from the hospital is trying to kidnap people that are close to me because he's trying to use me in his goddamn research experiments. Thanks. Just FYI, and send it to him, and Doma is gonna go fucking ballistic and probably like, and all of a sudden it's gonna be like, Sakio's dead! He has a flagpole up his ass. He's like impaled on a flagpole. Like, I don't even understand. He's like, what the fuck happened? He's like brutally murdered and sliced to bits. And then you're like, weird. What did anyone? Oh, I just wrote a letter to Doma just letting him know where I was. Interesting. And then she'd be like, huh, well, I mean, he hates me, so it wasn't him. Yes, it was! Yes, it was! Doma or Tsukuyomi, those bitches will go fucking ballistic on someone's ass to protect you. You know it. Like, just write to Doma. Just write to him. Like, Doma will just probably, actually, Doma would just, like, straight up stab him, chop his head off, some shit, and Tsukuyomi would be the one that would do some, like, kind of psychological and physical torture. Because he's crazy. He just seems cray-cray. I love him to death, but he's a little crazy. Anyway, I'd love to, but I'm probably safe for now, and I'm a bit concerned about what those soldiers are up to. And I haven't had a chance to check the letterbox today either. Your dedication is admirable. I just don't want to have to hide in fear. Understood. Then, will you return after you're finished with your deliveries? I'll think about what to do in the meantime. Yes, I'll come back soon. Wow, we didn't talk to him for 30 minutes this time. Because I'm just saying, I'm like, well.
Oh my, Lord Yosuga, I read the newspaper. I knew Lady Olympia was someone special to you. I wasn't lying back then. She was certainly a friend of mine when we spoke.
I looked away and fixed my hair to somehow keep my attention off their conversation.
Mind you, despite how the article may have painted it, our relationship is of an exceptionally wholesome variety. I've been specifically made to swear never to untie the ribbon on her blouse.
It's wholesome. I'm not allowed to take her ribbon off. Doesn't mean you can't lift my skirt up. I just can't untie the ribbon. I mean, I'm just saying that's not that. Waiting.
Why, you poor soul. Well, if you crave some warmth in your bed, do let me know. I'll keep it a secret between the two of us.
Bitch, I'm right here! Whore! Stay away from my husband. Yosuga, you didn't have to tell her that.
I thought I'd emphasize the purity of our relationship to protect your honor.
Really? Sounded like he was playing with me.
Now then, you head out on your deliveries. Leave Asuwa to me.
Then, I'll be going. Unbelievable. I don't know how much more my heart can take of Yosuga. I know. Same. The letterbox was empty. At least the soldiers seemed to have given up and left the area for the day. My ribbon. I looked down at my blouse. I didn't want to bare myself in front of him that night on Tenyo Island. But what about now? I knew for sure that I was attracted to Yosuga. But how did he feel? I mean, I think he's made it fairly clear that he would have sex with you just if you said yes, so. I wonder what Yosuga's feelings are for me.
So it must be that I wish to drag you, who shines more brightly than anyone else, down to the depths of the earth.
I wouldn't mind him dragging me down now. Girl, feisty. A primal urge within me stirred. What in the world am I thinking? I scolded myself as I walked when...
Olympia.
This bitch. I have read the newspaper article. I'm happy with how he wrote it. Wasn't it nice? Please, you need not pretend to be so tough. I believe that you'll awaken to the truth one day. I managed to suppress the irritation that was rising in me. He sounds kind of like Kanon right now. I can't. All that was left to do was exit this conversation as soon as possible. You still do not understand the nature of men, which explains how he was able to lure you to him so easily. Yeah, I still trust him more than you. I have a splendid idea. Let us have that scoundrel executed for attempting to coerce you. He's prohibited from the act of mating, so his intentions with you are practically criminal. I can see in your eyes that you're pleading for my help. Stop it! I gave him an angry glare. I don't want your help. You mustn't trust the sweet words of the men in Yomi. I mustn't trust you! Do you think I'm a fool? Olympia, you must consider your circumstances. You deserve to bond with someone of a more precious and beautiful color. Like red? My least favorite color. Actually, a more precious and beautiful color. I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself because purple's my favorite color, so... But, like, I love Akaza, so... Was he trying to imply he was that person? If so, I would never choose him as my husband. She's like, you know what? Akaza was on my fuck no bottom of the list, but, like, now he moved up a spot and you're fuck no, and Akaza's like, I mean, like, maybe at least he's better than Nagusa. Olympia, I invite you to come dine with me. I'll give you the chance to calm down. Oh, it'll give you the chance to calm down. He went to put a hand on my shoulder when... I believe that should be enough, Lord Nagusa. Hello, handsome. I was like, who's going to save us in this situation? I wasn't expecting it to be Yosuga because he never leaves, but... What? Why is Yosuga out here? Really? Really, Nagusa? Really? Who are you? I've never seen you before. Where are my manners? I am her future husband. He's purple. You couldn't tell that just by looking at him? Nagusa's like and his picture was also in the paper, by the way. So Nagusa, you clearly didn't read the article. Nagusa, sweetie, are you blind? Husband, you're... Yosuga of the Purple, or Jigoku Dayu. Pleased to meet you. I see. So you have been deceiving her? I've never heard it put so artlessly. I fell in love with her at first sight, and cannot bear to be without her for even a moment. For a moment, I felt like I was going to faint. The night on Tenyo Island came vividly to mind. Such frivolous words, typical of a philanderer. I suppose that's how you preyed upon her pure heart in the first place. Lord Nagusa of the Jade, I'm able to kill you right at this very moment. What? Yosuga! And this is not an empty threat. I feel no compunction in dirtying my hands. Stop with your stupidity. Do you know what will happen if you do that? You'll be executed immediately. And then promise you'll never go near her again. A written agreement would be ideal, if possible. What insolence! How dare a man of Yomi give orders to me? Alas, so you do wish to die here. What? Yosuga's smoking pipe flashed, and a few strands of green hair scattered in front of me. Man, we could have gotten a cool CG of that. That would have been a sexy CG, like sexy angry Yosuga and like pretty Nagusa. Come on! I mean, I'm just saying. Missed me. It seems you lack the skill to follow through. Is that so? The poison's rather virulent, so you should feel the burning on your cheek shortly. What? Nagusa quickly wiped his cheek. There was hardly any blood. As the poison circulates your body, you'll become dark and bloated, and then you'll spew blood until... the gut... It really is getting hotter. Should you drop dead here, I'd be happy to toss your carcass into the ocean. By the time your body washes back ashore, it'll be so hideously rotted, no one will be able to recognize who it was. Stop with the nonsense! This is all a trick! Do you want the antidote? Yosuga took out a very small jar from his canister, along with a small roll of paper and a fountain pen. He faked it. He's not. He's just like, it'll get hotter. Oh my god, it is! You just tell someone that, and of course they're going to think that, you know? I'll give you this antidote if you write a statement swearing that you'll never go near her again. Yosuga! Lord Nagusa of the Jade, you should make your decision now. The antidote will be effective if administered late.
once your hand starts shaking, I can only bid you farewell.
Hand me that! Nagusa grabbed the fountain pen from Yosuga and began writing with shaking fingers. There, it's yours! Now hand it over! Yosuga took his time gazing at the paper, then gave a beautiful smile.
Very well. Here you are.
Nagusa snatched the jar from Yosuga's hand and downed its contents in a single gulp.
Feeling better? Now then, allow me to reiterate. If you dare go near my wife again, you'll never see daylight again.
Good riddance!
Those on the surface are inexperienced at fighting, aren't they?
Yosuga! What in the world was that? If that poison really did...
I did not poison him. It was only water infused with chili peppers.
He spoke ever so nonchalantly. Cute. I knew it wasn't real poison, but...
Talking is a waste of time with fools. You need to threaten them to make any sort of deal.
What?
And then again, I am rather surprised he actually fell for such an obvious lie. And not that it matters now that we have his statement. It'll come in handy should something happen later.
I almost collapsed to the ground with relief. Yosuga gently supported my weakened frame.
Are you all right?
His soft voice was so unlike what I heard a moment ago and left me breathless. Thank you. I'm fine. I suddenly made my way out of Yosuga's arms. I really didn't want to if I had the option. Now that I think about it, he struck another deal again. I guess it's a more peaceful resolution compared to resorting to violence. I should keep that in mind just in case. I forgot! Why are you here?
I have a permit.
Yes, I know that, but I thought you didn't want to come up here. Yosuga brought out a single iroha flower from under his robe.
I came to deliver you this.
Huh? Oh, I must have dropped it at the bathhouse. I didn't notice it gone at all. Oh yeah, it's not on her hat. I didn't notice it gone either.
It was merely a hunch, but I had an uneasy feeling after seeing you off. I'm glad you're safe now.
Smiling gently, he set the flower back onto my cap.
Where are my manners? I am her future husband.
Every time Yosuga shows up, the park goes like way the fuck over. I wasn't dreaming, was I? But this is all for our mission against Sakio.
Did you have any letters to deliver?
No, I didn't. I came up here to see if I could see what the military was doing.
Well, come back once you're finished. We can discuss what to do then.
It's so funny because he's got the permit, he's walking around, and people are looking, and they'll be like, isn't that guy purple? I thought all the purple people were dead. What the fuck is going on? The depths of his eyes were cold as he spoke. Oh, actually, wow, Yosuga, you showed up and you didn't talk for 20 minutes. Oh, but now we get to. Cool, so it's perfect. I mean, I don't mind him talking as long as possible because I love him to death and I want to stare at him as much as I can. But it's always like we start and it's like, oh, we got like 10 minutes, and then 30 minutes later, I'm like, we're still in the section. Okay, like, anyway, I'm gonna wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.